Family, today we talk about a man who didn't feel qualified, didn't feel strong, didn't feel capable. Yet God called him mighty. His name was Gideon. Israel was oppressed. The Midianites had stolen crops, crushed hope, and silenced courage. People were hiding in caves. Fear filled the land. Sound familiar today? And there was Gideon, hiding, threshing wheat secretly, trying to survive, when God showed up. Judges 6, verse 12. The Lord is with you, mighty man of valor. He didn't feel mighty. He didn't look mighty. He didn't act mighty. But God spoke to the destiny, not the current reality. God does not call you by your weakness. He calls you by your purpose. Gideon said, Lord, I am the least. My clan is weak. Who am I? And God replied in Judges 6:16, Surely I will be with you, and you shall defeat the Midianites. Your strength is not your qualifications. His presence is your qualification. Gideon asked for signs. He needed reassurance. He was growing in faith, and God was patient. God met him where he was, but he didn't leave him there. Child of God, God can work with your questions. What he cannot work with is your refusal to move. Gideon tore down idols at night. He obeyed quietly at first. Obedience is obedience, even if you tremble while doing it. Then God called him to lead in battle. And when Gideon gathered 32,000 men, God said, Too many. Why? Because God doesn't want man to take his glory. God reduced the army to 300. 300 versus thousands. God made the odds humanly impossible, so the victory could be divinely undeniable. Judges 7, verse 7. By the 300 men, I will save you. Sometimes God will shrink your resources so he can stretch your faith. Sometimes God will remove support so you learn to rely on him, not the crowd. Sometimes the battle gets bigger so his glory shines brighter. And armed with trumpets, jars, and torches, not swords, Gideon obeyed. Faith isn't always loud, but it is always obedient. Faith doesn't always look strong, but it stands firm. Faith doesn't always make sense, but it always wins. When they shouted, "The sword of the Lord and of Gideon," God confused the enemy. They destroyed themselves. Victory came because faith marched forward even when logic sat down. Gideon's story teaches us, you don't need a huge army. You need a huge God. You don't need perfect faith. You need obedient faith. You don't need to feel qualified. God qualifies who he calls. He uses the humble to shame the proud. He uses the weak to reveal his strength. Maybe today you feel like Gideon, overlooked, underestimated, weak, afraid, questioning, hiding. But God says to you, mighty warrior, rise. You are stronger than you think because he is with you. You are called for such a time as this. You are chosen. You are anointed. You carry heaven's assignment. Stand up in faith. Tear down the idols. Say yes to God's calling. Move with holy confidence. What God starts, he finishes. And he will finish through you. Be like Gideon. Step out trembling if you must. But step out. Faith in God turns the smallest person into a mighty warrior. Today, rise in faith. Rise in boldness. Rise in purpose. Rise in victory. God doesn't need many. He needs the willing. God doesn't need the strongest. He needs the surrendered. And if God could use Gideon, he can use you. You are heaven's warrior. You will conquer. You will overcome. You will see victory because the Lord is with you.